welcome to my channel. My name is Dami. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. But before I get into today's video, please, if you have been watching my videos and you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe before you leave. Share my videos to your friends. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and if it's something that interests you, it will guide me to do similar videos in the future. But let's get into the details of today's video. This is a highly requested video. I literally woke up this morning and saw a request from someone. Can you do a step-by-step guide on how to apply for this job? It's quite easy, and today I'm just going to hold your hands, and like majority of this video would be me sharing my screen and just showing you how to apply for that dream job in Australia. If this is something that interests you and you want to know more about, please do well to keep watching. Okay, let's get into the details now. Put this out here again. I see a lot of people asking, oh, can you help me? Can I call you? Disclaimer, I am not a migration lawyer. I am not a migration consultant. Whatever I share here is all I know and is based on my personal experience. If you need professional advice, please do well to seek professional advice where you can get from. But it's not possible for me to respond to everybody. Like, I can respond in comment section, but it's not possible for me to start giving you advice, because sincerely speaking, at the point when I applied, there was no sort of professional person involved. I applied on my own, and I believe you can as well. So I cannot give you personal, like, whatever is, I don't know, but but yeah, whatever I put here is just all I know. That's just the truth. So you saying, oh, can I get your email address? Can I do this? I can, beyond whatever I put out, I don't know much. That's just whatever I know, I'll spill everything here. So now, anyway, with that said, let's get into the gist. For you to apply for a job in Australia, it is very, very easy. Nobody helped me, and I will keep saying nobody helped me. Even like now, you can even speak to a recruiter, but I did not get a recruiter. I did not get immigration consultant or whatnot. I did it all by myself. The first step is, so I'm going to use myself as an example, and using audits as the example throughout this video. And I believe that, because I'm an auditor, right? But I believe that everything I say in line with audit field is applicable to most other professions, as you would see when we continue. The first thing you need to know is, for you to apply for a temporary skilled visa in Australia, there are different requirements. But from your side, and let me say this as well now, is in life, preparation meets opportunity. I say that word a lot. Preparation meets opportunity. You can't just wake up one day and say, oh, I have a whole HND, I have a BSc in accounting, oh, I want to start going to Australia. It might not work, and it might work. There's nothing God cannot do, right? I don't take away the God factor from different people's testimony and stories. But the thing is, for the type of visa we are on, you need a 2-year experience. You need to have worked for 2 years in your profession. So you're coming in as an auditor, right? You need to have worked, you need to have the skill set, and the skill set is a minimum of 2 years experience. And trust me, it's not that the Home Affairs that will be asking you for this. Also, most of the jobs you'd see, because they can easily also grab graduates, like fresh graduates from uni here, right? But they need people with experience most of the time. So you need to also have a 2-year working experience in that field. For the purpose of the visa, I think you need 2 years. I'll show you very soon. And for the purpose, like most of these employers, like the audit firms, I think it's 3 to 5 years, depending on what you're looking for. But on the average, you need a 2 to 3 years work experience. So if you're a fresh graduate, I would advise to, as much as possible, try and get a job in a audit firm. Like, this is, as I said earlier, this is specific to auditors. Get a job in a audit firm. If you're an engineer as well, if there are opportunities for you, get a job, start from somewhere. Once you have your 2 years experience, 2 to 3 years experience, as the case may be, the next thing would be visiting the Australian immigration website, and this website, as you can see, is imi.homeaffairs.gov.au. so what you're doing here is just to check the visa categories available, check your occupation list, check the eligibility criteria. Even as a student, this website has all the information you would ever need. Anyways, for this purpose, we're going to the temporary skills shortage visa. So this visa has two streams, or short-term stream and the medium-term stream. If you go to the short-term stream and you check the eligibility criteria, you see the age, you see all of these things there, right? But I want to focus on the years of experience required before you can even apply. So as you can see, you must have worked in your nominated occupation or a related field for at least 2 years. So you are applying to be an auditor in Australia. You must have worked as an auditor for 2 years before you even start any of this process. So yeah, I'm just showing you all of these things. So now the next is check the skilled occupation list. This also is everything and more you need. You don't need anybody. Go to this skilled occupation list, check that your occupation is on this list, because if it's not there, there's no point thinking about this stream. And it's so easy in a way that if you go to your occupation, if your occupation is here, which is the first thing to check, is it's here, you can also go in depth and check the different visa categories you can apply for. And once that is done, the next website you want to visit is Job Outlook. Job Outlook provides a forecast of an estimated based on how many people are expected to be employed in a given occupation over a period of time, such as over 5 or 10 years. So you just see what your prospects are in that particular career. Also on this website, you are able to see what the compensation is like for your job, for your career or occupation, what the benefits are, and the job analysis, like just what projections is what is on this website. It is also very important you check. Once you have that locked in as well, it's time to start applying for these jobs. So you want to check out Seek. Seek has a lot of opportunities they post on a daily basis. You check out Indeed. You can also check out Career One. You can also check out LinkedIn to get things rolling. Now let's do a practical example. We are going to go into the PwC website, just because I know they would always have opportunities. So we've gone into PwC website, as you can see. Filter it here and there just to streamline it to what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for an external auditor opportunity, so I'm just going to filter, play around, and then now I'm searching. Once I see something that interests me, so this is external audit manager, so you can see the job description, you can see about you, and those are the things you want to put in your CV. I'll talk about that much later. And then you can see available for sponsorship. They've said yes. Oh yeah, and this is the actual one I'm looking for. I'm just going to just seeing all the things they require. See, there's no education background required. Of course, they need the experience. The experience is what counts for this particular role. So see what they've said about you. Your background in external audit is very important. I would say, and that's why I'm trying to emphasize that you must have this job experience. Anyways, I'm just trying to look for another vacancy, most likely an associate this time, because that would just help us to see that this is what is obtainable across. So this is a junior talent acquisition. Imagine this is not even audit, and if I scroll down now, you see then they're just asking about you. You see available for sponsorship. They've said yes as well. So if you can, it's just the experience that is important. The education is not very paramount, or it's not a deal breaker, I would say. So even if you just have ICANN for a Nigerian, or you have CPA of your local country and things like that, trust me, you are good to go. So now let's check BDO as well. BDO is a medium-term audit firm, and I will tell you, if you're an auditor, apply there as well. They're doing great. So this is BDO website. I'm trying to just check for another opportunity here and trying to find my way to the point where I would see if they would sponsor, provide what's this thing called, sponsorship as well. So you can see they're offering sponsorship. Click apply, and then you will just start applying. You don't need anybody. It's that easy. So now finally I'm going into Seek. So I've just did a lot of filtering as well, see all the opportunities. And what I did for this particular search was I looked for people offering sponsorship. That I was very focused in my search to say sponsorship. So once you come here, see as well, apply and start submitting your applications. That easy, very, very super easy. And on Seek, make sure you subscribe to Seek, make sure you subscribe to Indeed and LinkedIn, so that you can be getting daily notifications. You can be the first person to know when all of these opportunities become available. It's a gazillion of them and you do not want to miss it. And I think that's all about Seek. And if you saw what I showed earlier, on Seek, I checked for all types of jobs. The earlier one we saw was a senior hairstylist. Imagine a hairstylist that is offering sponsorship. We saw the chef earlier. So please apply. This is your time. This is your opportunity. Don't miss out. So now let's talk about the CV aspect, which I mentioned earlier. I'm just you submit your application. Another tip I think works for a lot of people, and myself inclusive, is you've done this job search the way we went through earlier. You want to ensure that the keywords of the descriptions, like the job descriptions or the skill sets the company requires, is on your CV. Because what I heard, I'm not 100% sure, is sometimes they use like IT machine or whatever to scan through the CVs, and what they're doing is basically checking for keywords of what they want. So for instance, I'm an auditor, I have 9 years experience in audits. What I want to do is to put at least some of the skill set that has been displayed on the company website on my CV. So the first example is I'm applying for a manager role, and on a daily basis I have managerial activities I'm involved in, and in the advert obviously they must have mentioned the things they would expect the manager to also do on a daily basis. So it is expected for you to increase your chances to include some of, on a daily basis I report to the partner. Just put all those interesting facts in your CV as part of your past experience, especially if you're applying for a managerial role. You're currently a manager, so you started doing some of these things. So it is very important you put those things in your CV and make sure that whatever you're putting is true. Not because you're trying to align your CV to this job description criteria, like the job description, you lie. Make sure whatever you put in is true as well, because they will ask you, they will test you on the job, most likely, if you're successful, and you don't want to say what you don't know how to do, because at the end of the day it brings trust issue and disappointments. So mainly it's just customize your CV to that role and be able to demonstrate the skills as much as practicable. So once you've customized your CV, right, and your CV is ready, then you click apply. You start applying, and while you're submitting all this application, do well to keep track of all of the applications, because you don't want the employer to call you, or the HR or the recruiting manager to call you and you're like, oh yeah, from where, I don't know when I applied, you don't want that kind of conversation. You want to present yourself like you really need this job and they are the only one you applied to, if that makes sense. So yeah, make sure you keep tab of all the places you've applied to and the job description, so when you're having conversations with them, you know what is what, right? And then I'll keep all of that record and prepare. They've told you these are the skill sets they want. Ensure you've asked yourself and practice some of, be able to prove to them and convince them that you have the skill sets on the day of the interview. So prepare for your interview. There are many interview questions. I think I can't remember for now, but if I remember, Glassdoor, yeah, it is Glassdoor. So I used to go to Glassdoor when I was applying. I'll put a link or a screenshot here as well. I used to go to Glassdoor a lot because people share their experiences, the type of questions they ask them for different companies. So it was quite a good tool for me when I started preparing for my interviews. So yeah, that's basically everything you need to know. You do not need, if you're just look for that job, check Seek, Indeed, LinkedIn, Career One, just check any of the sites, read what the requirement is and apply on your own. I don't think It's simple. So sincerely, but if you still if you've watched to this point and you're still not clear about anything, you still need to ask me a question, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. I would respond. It might take time because the truth is I'm quite busy and I tend to attend to questions or my YouTube over the weekend because I'm a mom of two. I have a job, like a full-time job, which takes a lot of my time, and yeah, I have so many other commitments I am involved in, so it's very difficult for me to respond to different emails. But just put in the comment section Saturday morning, I'll sit down, go through everything and respond. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my very next video. Bye.